Hi guys, welcome back to Hoops Junction. Vladimir here, and today I'm going to go over my Eastern Conference, Western Conference reserves for NBA All-Star 2016 in Toronto. Alright, we're going to get straight to it. I'm going to let you know who I got and why I got them. I wrote them down, so let's get started. Alright, for the West, I have Kevin Durant coming off the bench as a reserve. Like I said before, for my starters, I have Draymond Green, Kawhi Leonard, Kobe, Russell Westbrook, and Stephen Curry. So I don't see really where I'll put Kevin Durant over any one of those guys. And it's hard enough to put Draymond Green up there when DeMarcus Cousins having a really great season, but Draymond Green's having a better all-around game and season this year. So definitely gonna Kevin Durant coming off the bench. If you don't like it, you can have him in your starting lineup, but who are you taking out? Really, you don't want to take out Kobe because of the sentimental value he's meant to the NBA. 20 years cemented doing his thing. You're not going to put Durant over Curry. You're not going to put Durant over Westbrook. In my opinion, Westbrook's been having a better season than Durant. You're not going to put Durant over Kawhi Leonard. I think Kawhi Leonard definitely deserves an all-star starting nod. So that's why I got Durant. I have Damian Lillard from the Portland Trail Blazers. Damian is having a really great season. Despite losing Aldridge, despite losing Batum, despite the whole team being decimated by either trade or free agency, he's still playing well. They do have a losing record, but Lillard is still an all-star. He's still doing his thing. He's making it look easy. The other day against the Nets, he had 33 points, 10 assists. I mean, the boy, like they say, is too good, and you know what time it is. Yeah, he's on this list. Next, I have DeMarcus Cousins. I wanted DeMarcus Cousins to start, but Draymond Green's been having an exceptional season. I like Draymond Green. He's fire and desire, so I got DeMarcus Cousins coming off the bench. DeMarcus has been really great. He's been beasting. He's been mature for the most part. I mean, he has a lot of technicals, so I'm not gonna say he's been mature, but he's been balling. He's been balling. So, in my opinion, he deserves to be an all-star. Klay Thompson, nothing more to be said about that. Best two-way shooting guard in the NBA right now. He defends the point guard, shooting guard, small forward. He's a lights-out shooter, and a lot of people forget, when Curry's getting off, a lot of times the reason why they win games is because, Klay Thompson comes back and reinforces some extra threes. So his jump shot's picture perfect. His defense is picture perfect. He's an all-star. Got to put him up there. Next, I have CP3. Chris Paul coming off the bench. I mean, it is what it is. Chris Paul's been having a really good season. He's been playing really well. I like his game. I like the fact that, that when Blake Griffin went out with his injury, that Chris Paul stepped up and he's been passing the ball a lot more, hitting people on the numbers a lot quicker. Like, he's not dribbling as much. So Chris Paul is definitely an all-star. He's an all-star every year. And if he could be a permanent starter, but with Stephen Curry emerging and Russell Westbrook, I mean, those guys are having a better season in my opinion, so that's why I have Chris Paul come off the bench. I have James Harden. I'm going to give Harden a little credit. He's had like 6 40-point games this season. His team started off abysmal, but now they're like 2 games over 500. I like him because last year he showed us that he could have a high potential, and I feel like now he's starting to pick up his game, so you got to have James Harden out there. The beard, he does his thing, and even though he's been having like not such a great season this season, I feel like he's going to pick up, and he is an all-star. His team has a winning record in the West, and, they're doing the best that they can, despite coaching changes, which I completely disagreed with, but that's something for another topic. I actually made a video about that. You can go ahead and check it out in our archives. So James Harden is up there. It was between James and Dwight, and I had to go with James. All right, the next person I have, and I'm not sure if he's going to be able to play or not, I have Blake Griffin. Before the injury, Blake was having a really, really good season. His jumper had improved. His defense improved. And actually, they were trying to go through him a little bit more. But now I see that Blake was outside of the lineup. They actually went on a win streak. So I don't know with that dynamic what's going to happen. But in terms of all-star, Blake Griffin jumps out of the gym. Jump man. So, what I'm saying? Blake is up to something. So, anyway, that's why I got Blake up there for sure. He's been having a solid season, and he could dunk on anybody at any given moment, which is a plus. All right. Next, I have Dirk Nowitzki, the Iron Leg. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Germany. Dirk is having a really good season. He's the high point man for his team. He's been averaging like 17.8 points and maybe like, I think it's 6.5 rebounds. I mean, he's been playing really, really, really well. Dallas is actually very surprising to me because they lost out on DeAndre Jordan. They did get Wes Matthews, and they got Darren Williams, and we didn't know how they were going to pan out. They've been playing really good basketball. I like it. Dirk can shoot out the gym. You know what I'm saying? Like I like watching him on the floor at All-Star because he always spaces the floor, and the follow-away shot. I just love his shooting touch. I think even though All-Star, when we think about All-Star, we think about dunks. You should definitely have some nice shooting touch out there. A big man that can shoot is a very, very, very lovely. You're going to see a lot of passes to him and him drain a lot of threes. Next, I have LaMarcus Aldridge from the Spurs. He's been averaging a double-double. I think it was like 15.5 points and I want to say 10.8 rebounds or something like that. He's been playing really well. And the fact that the Spurs are only like 2 games behind out of first in the West bodes really well for him. I feel that the Spurs should have 2 starters or 2 players in the All-Star game, and Kawhi Leonard is one, and definitely LaMarcus Aldridge. He's been playing really well, and what's crazy is his ceiling is he has a higher ceiling. So he's been playing like here, like B level, B plus, B minus, and he could play like an A plus level. So when he hit that A plus level, it's over. It's over. So I have him up there. And last but not least, a lot of people aren't gonna like this, but I have Rajon Rondo up there. Rajon Rondo, he leads the league in assists. He averages 11 points per game and 11 assists per game, which is incredible. It's stunning to me. It's crazy. So with that being said, that's my West lineup. You know, I got Kevin Durant, Damian Lillard, DeMarcus Cousins, Klay Thompson, CP3, James Harden, Blake Griffin, Dirk Nowitzki, LaMarcus Aldridge, Rajon Rondo. All right? Let me know what you think about the West. Now it's on to the East. We're going to run through this, you know what I'm saying, because people have a short attention span, and we're going to get through this for you guys. The East Coast, don't go there, because I live there. But RP Big. Number 1, I got Melo, man. Even though they have a sucky record, like they're just about 500, and I think like they're gonna make it into the playoffs somehow, somewhere. I feel like they can make it. I don't know. They just need to go on a 5-game winning streak. But Carmelo, he's been playing solid. He's been defending. He's been the leader for the Knicks, and he's not complaining. He's not doing anything wrong, and I feel like with him, it's just like people look at him as a person that does a lot of wrong. Like he doesn't play defense, or he shoots too much, or this, that, and the third. I think he's elevated to a leadership role, and he's elevated his game as well. Every year he plays pretty much well. Like he averages a double-double, to be honest. So can't expect more than that. Kyrie Irving next. I have Kyrie Irving coming off the bench. He's only played 11 games this season, but I feel like due to his reputation and due to the way that Cleveland went on that win streak, he deserves to be in there. I feel like there's always like one exception for each team. Kobe was the West exception. Kyrie should be the East exception. 3 and 4, next players coming off, I have DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry. Honestly, they've been having a really, really good season. They're playing well despite losing DeMarre Carroll. And another thing is plain and simple for this. This is in their city, Toronto. So they should definitely have 1 or 2 players in the game. I mean, to me, they're not starters, but they definitely should be in the game. That's just out of respect. All right, the next person I have is Paul George. Paul George, PG-13. He's been playing really well. He takes a lot of shots, which, you know, I can't hold it against him. It's a small ball mentality for them in Indiana. Frank Vogel, holla at me, man. You need to send me those tickets. I need Skybox, or you can just give me middle row. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, but Paul George, he's been playing really well, coming back. His 3-point ball is draining, is falling, and he's been a monster out there. Like, I think Indiana's a sleeper team in the East. Like, I think that they could potentially knock off like a Bulls. Like, if given the right situation, given the right atmosphere, they could definitely do it. I can see it. So next I have Dwayne Wade Flash is back, okay? Flash is back. I mean, he really has been playing within himself, and he's been playing defense. I see him in the post. I see you, Dwayne Wade. I see you. So with that being said, he's up there. Team has a winning record. They're playing really well, and if they could get everything working the right way, they could actually contend. So I like Dwayne Wade. I like what I see. His legs are back. His cheeks aren't as puffy. He's not as fat anymore. So Dwayne Wade, definitely an all-star. I like to see him out there. Next, I have Isaiah Thomas from the Boston Celtics. The Boston Celtics have a winning record. Isaiah Thomas is averaging like 21 points a game. He's averaging over 5 assists a game. I mean, the kid is balling. He's balling. I mean, you have to have him up there. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I don't care what anybody says. Isaiah Thomas, there, I see you, brother. You're on my all-star reserve for the East, all right? Next, Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh has been coming back from the blood clot in the lung, and, you know, I'm glad to see him recover. He's been playing really well. He's been playing solid. The Heat, you know, despite what everybody was saying about when LeBron left, the only reason why they missed the playoffs was because of Bosh. When Bosh got hurt, or when he had that whole blood clot situation. If he would have been healthy, the Heat would have went, you know, deep. They could have went deep into the playoffs. So anybody that's saying, oh, LeBron leaves and bang, all this happens, that's not what happened. What happened was LeBron left and they had injuries, and what happened to Chris Bosh. So that being said, they have their all-star back, and you have them on all-star East reserves. Number 9 for the East, I have, take your pick, Paul Millsap or Al Horford. Their numbers are pretty much similar. I would choose Millsap because Millsap, he's like a Swiss Army knife. He does it all. Rebound, shoot, space the floor, block shots, bang on people. The other day he just dunked on somebody, made him look stupid. It was somebody on the Milwaukee Bucks. It was what's that guy's name? It was the kid that went to the Rolex store. His name escapes me, and they said they locked the door because they thought he was a robber or something. His name escapes me. I'm sorry, guys, but you know who I'm talking about. He banged on him, and like that's what I like about Paul Millsap. He's very unassuming, but he can ball. I like his game, but I would have no trouble with anybody saying Al Horford should be a starter over him. Either or, doesn't matter to me. I like both of them. I wish there could be more Hawks in there, but, you know, unfortunately, no. And finally, my last player to add to the All-Star East NBA 2016 reserves for Toronto is, drumroll please, Reggie Jackson. Reggie Jackson. I mean, I love his game. He actually got what he wanted. I didn't think he was ready to be like a starting point guard for a team quite yet, but he's proven me wrong. He's been playing extremely well. Detroit is playoff bound as it stands now. He is a great player. I love his game. He's improved his shooting, improved his defense. He's leading the team. Reggie Jackson definitely deserves to be an all-star. Especially this year, he's been playing really well. I like watching the Pistons play. I like watching them play, and I haven't been able to say that in a long time, since like Chauncey Billups days. So I think he should be an all-star, and that's that. I mean, that's my list for the East. Melo, Kyrie, DeMar DeRozan, Kyle Lowry, Paul George, Dwayne Wade, Isaiah Thomas, Chris Bosh, Paul Millsap, Reggie Jackson. Let me know who you would have different. Let me know who your NBA 2016 All-Star reserves. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if you agree with my list. Let me know if you disagree with my list. Can't wait to see the game. Enjoy myself. Talk smack with my friends. We always get together and we watch the game. It was like maybe 10 or 12 of us. So we always do that. You know, let me know your plans for All-Star Weekend. Are you going to be up there? Are you going to be on Baller Alert? You're going to be checking your phone, see where they at? Anyway, guys, this is Vlad from Hoops Junction, where Hoops meets Hoopla. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace. Take care.